What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Zoe and I make bookish and lifestyle type videos, and today I'm super excited because I'm talking about my TBR for the reading rush. I cannot believe it's already time for another reading rush. I have done 2 in the past, so this will be my 3rd. And I'm really excited. I love the Reading Rush. It's, I think, one of the first readathons I ever did. If you don't know what the Reading Rush is, it is a readathon that happens once a year, usually sometime in July. And this time it's happening July 20th through the 26th, and I'm so excited. One thing I love about the Reading Rush every year is that they have just really fun reading prompts. I always try to be the overachiever and do 1 book per prompt, so that's what I'm doing again this year. I'm probably going to regret it, but we'll see. So today I'm going to go through each of the reading challenge prompts and tell you guys what I plan on reading for those prompts. So the first prompt is to read a book that has a cover that matches your birthstone. I was born in January, so my birthstone is garnet. I absolutely hate it. I feel like if I was even born in a different month, I would still look at January and be like, that's a shame. It's just this like weird brownish red color. I don't love it. Anyway, I have decided to read Sarah J. Maas's lovely 700+ page book titled Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood. I don't know what I'm thinking. I know, I'm crazy. So like I said, this is like a 700+ page book, probably almost 800 pages. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, I have read 100 pages of it already. I read it back in, gosh, probably May, and I just haven't been able to pick it up since with moving and all that good stuff, but I do have the audiobook for this, so I think I can get through it as long as I have the audiobook. It's kind of like the most challenging book by far, but I think that with the audiobook, and if I like start on Monday and just like listen to a little bit throughout the whole week, I really think I can get it done. So I am planning to read this book for the reading rush. I think I'm also crazy. I don't really know specific details about what happens in this book. Even 100 pages in, I still feel like I don't know much. But it follows a cast of characters who have to beat the bad guy. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't really know what this is about. There's like fallen angels and incredible strength and to assassinate his boss's enemies. And they dig deeper into Crescent City's underbelly. Oh my gosh, I'm butchering this. It's a huge, massive fantasy book. I'll let you guys know what I think about it when I read it for the reading rush. How's that? So the second prompt is to read a book that starts with the word the. And I love that prompt because I have a lot of books to pick from, but I did go ahead and decide to actually pick our book club's pick for this month for this challenge, and that is The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune, and I'm so excited to read this book. So like I said, this is our book club's pick of the month. If you don't know, I have a book club with some of my best bookish friends, Kaylin and Liv, and we pick a book every month and we read it together, and then we have a live show towards the end of the month where we get together with a bunch of you guys and talk about the book. So this is the book that we decided to read this month, and I'm so excited, and I love that it starts with the word the, because now I can read it for the reading rush and for the book club. So I think this is like a magical realism, young adult or adult book. It tells the story of Linus Barker, who is a by-the-book caseworker in the department in charge of magical youth. And he's called one day to go to this orphanage that has like 6 or 7 different dangerous magical children and to figure out kind of like why they're dangerous. And I think he's trying to kind of rescue them possibly from their situation. I don't quite know, but I love the idea of like this magical kind of island with these magic kids. Why are they dangerous? What's the mystery? Is this guy gonna save him? I don't know. I really like it. I'm really, really excited. I think that this is gonna be a really fun one to talk about for a book club as well. The next prompt is to read a book inspired by a movie that you have already seen, and I'm actually also selecting a book club's pick for this month. It's not my book club, but my friends Lexi and Kaylin have the most amazing book club called A Touch of Whimsy. You should absolutely check it out. I'll link all the stuff below. They just put so much love and care into this book club. It's so much fun. And they decided to read Tuck Everlasting this month. And Tuck Everlasting is one of my all-time favorite books. So this is a reread for me. I don't have anything on my shelf that I've already seen the movie of that is inspired by a book, and I didn't want to buy any more books right now. So I did go ahead and decide to pick up this one. Like I said, this is one of my most favorite books ever. Ever. I wanted to be Winnie growing up. I wanted to fall in love and marry Tuck and live forever. So good. Anyway, they're reading this book for their book club this month, and I wanted to join in because I really want to see the live show and chat about how amazing this book is, so I thought this perfectly fit the prompt. It's also really short. This is a middle grade, and it's like under 150 pages long. I think I'll be able to knock it out really fast. It follows the story of Winifred, who's a young girl whose family lives on this like really nice estate, and one day she meets this mysterious boy in the woods. She's about to take a sip from this spring in the woods when he tells her not to, because taking a sip from that spring will mean that she lives forever. And she discovers that his family has drunk from the spring, and there's kind of some really interesting story that develops from there. I'm not going to tell too much. It's just really good. Please read it. I love it. The next prompt is to read a book completely outside of your house. I'm really excited for this prompt because I know exactly where I'm going to be reading this book, and it's going to be on my front porch. I cannot wait. It's my favorite place currently to read, and so I'm just very excited to read this book on my porch. And I decided to go ahead and pick up Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. I love Elizabeth Acevedo. I just recently read With the Fire on High as well just a couple weeks ago and absolutely loved it. By far one of my favorite contemporaries I've ever read. Her writing is just so good. She is such a phenomenal author, and I just, oh my gosh, like, all of her books are instant buys for me at this point. Also, this book is just super beautiful. She always has the really coolest like hardcovers too on the inside, which I love. This is actually kind of similar to her first one, The Poet X, where it's told in verse. So I think I'll be able to really fly through this pretty fast as well. So this book follows the story of two sisters, it sounds like, Camino Rios and Yajero Rios. And one lives in the Dominican Republic and the other one lives in New York City, and they find out one day that their father has died. And so it's kind of their story grappling with that. I'm not quite sure like if we'll just be following like it's kind of a coming of age story. It sounds like there's possibly some secrets that the father kept from them, so I'm really excited to read this. Honestly, like I said, I'll pick up anything by Elizabeth Acevedo, and I'm stoked to read this one as well. The next prompt is to read a book that takes place in a different continent than where you live. And so for that one, I went ahead and picked up Tokyo Terrible Girls. This is volume 4. This is a manga that I have been reading and loving for probably about a year now. I'm slowly working my way through it, but I really enjoy this manga. It's like Sex and the City meets New Girl kind of humor, and it takes place in Japan, which is great because that's definitely a different continent than where I live. And yeah, I love it. I love these three characters. It follows the story of like more adult women. They're like in their 30s and none of them are married yet. They're friends, but they're freaking out because they should be married, they should have kids and all this stuff. And I weirdly feel like I can kind of relate. I'm a little bit younger, but I feel like I can relate. I love that it's a manga that follows more adult characters. I usually read manga that follows like young adults or like high school kids. And so I'm really excited to keep reading about this story. It's really fun and it's just like funny. I'm just enjoying it. It's honestly one of my favorite mangas, and I highly recommend if you're looking for a new manga to pick up. There's 2 more prompts left, and the next one is to read a book that is in a genre that you want to read more of, and for me that is poetry. So I went ahead and picked up Depression and Other Magic Tricks. This is by Sabrina Benaim, and I love poetry. I don't read it enough. I wish I read it more. I have a background in like songwriting, so there's just something really beautiful to me kind of about poetry, books in verse. I really love it. I think that you have to be a really talented writer to write poetry, and so yeah, I'm excited to pick this book up. I've had it for a long time. I think someone got it for me for my birthday like last year, so really stoked. It's really tiny, so again, something I think I'll be able to fly through, and I hope that I like it. It's always a risk to read a book of poetry by an author you don't know, and I think it's gonna be good. Honestly, the title grabbed me on Amazon one day, so I added it to my wish list, and yeah, I hope that I like it. So the last prompt is to read the first book that you touch. And I love seeing how people are doing this prompt. It's so different and unique, and I love that they added something a little bit more like sensory to the mix. So I feel like really confident that I'll be able to read all of these books, but I love mystery thrillers. You guys know this about me. I have so many on my TBR list that I need to get through. So I picked out a bunch of mystery thrillers, and the first one I touch is the one I'm gonna read, I guess. Okay, so I have them all right here in front of me. Here's a little stack. These aren't all of the mystery thrillers that I have on my TBR, but they're all ones that I would love to pick up right now. I have Into the Water by Paula Hawkins, The Good Girl by Mary Kubica, The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter, I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid, The Escape Room by Megan Golden, and Little Darlings by Melanie Golding. I'm not nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. I shouldn't be nervous. I want to read all of these books. I guess I'm a little nervous if like The Good Daughter gets picked because it's really big, but honestly any of these I'm intrigued to read. So okay, I'm gonna kind of like shuffle them on the table in front of me, which you guys are also sitting on. You're not gonna be able to see what I pick, but I'm just gonna like close my eyes and throw up a book, and that's gonna be the book that I pick. Here we go. It's weird though because I can like tell, like I can kind of tell what the book is if I touch it, so I literally just have to like point with my finger. Okay, we're almost shuffled. Oh, book down. I don't want to see what one it is. Okay. All right. Finger, eyes closed, touching. It's The Good Daughter. I am gonna read The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. I've heard that this book is super intense and pretty dark. So, also it's pretty big. Hopefully I can find the audiobook. I probably will try to find the audiobook. The only other book I've ever read by Karen Slaughter was Pretty Girls, which is, to this day, hands down, still the darkest, craziest book I've ever read. So, we'll see how this one is. I don't know. If I end up not liking this during the reading rush, I'm gonna return to this pile and touch another one until I find one that I am liking. So just go ahead and say that now. Here are all of the books. I'm so excited to read all of these. This is a super solid stack. I can't wait to dig into all of these. I'm so excited for the reading rush. I am at this moment currently planning on doing daily vlogs. I have never done daily vlogs before, so I am very nervous, but I really want to push myself. I really want to challenge myself. If I don't do daily vlogs, it's okay. I will have some kind of vlog, but I really want to try daily vlogs. So we'll see. Just heads up that like my daily vlogs probably won't be as aesthetic as my regular vlogs are. I don't have a lot of time to edit daily vlogs, so a lot of it's probably just going to be like me checking in, talking about the book, but I feel like it'll be kind of a fun way to like engage more in real time with what I'm reading, and instead of like waiting another week for a vlog to get up. So anyway, if you guys are participating in the reading rush, please let me know. I would love to know what you're reading. If you have videos out there, let me know. I want to see your TBR. What book are you most excited to read for the reading rush? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright, you guys, well I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are. I love you so much, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!